Next up is Isaiah Williams. He's a 12th grader at Northeast High. He is the official YEABR esports shoutcaster declared in 2022. He serves as the current president of the YEABR Esports League and is a certified Adobe graphic and video designer. Isaiah is the founder of Cre8 and Connect. Let's welcome Isaiah to the stage. Clean, man, clean.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, thank you. So, first, let's get to it. Cre8 and Connect. Let's start with the story. So you already know about me, but as you know, I'm a gamer, graphic designer, and also I'm a commissioner. A commissioner is a person who does a service or a labor or a freelancer. Basically, a person comes to you for a job, and you do that job. And my specialty is graphic design. This right here, you're seeing a video game. Of course, we have parents in here. Some of you may have kids, some may not. But this game is called VR Chat. In the past 6 months, I've met amazing people that has a very, very big passion on graphic design and community gathering. This inspired me to create Cre8 and Connect, a freelancer and also networking app for people who has the inspired creation of branding their network with other people from either across the world or just locally. Now, let's talk about what's my idea. Now, not only am I focusing on branding, on networking for people who either freelancing jobs, but also people for entertainment and also for community gathering. Meaning you can join servers to either have hot topics to talk to each other or have community gatherings to have socializing. You can also brand yourself through graphic design and also marketing yourself through either freelancing jobs or other business opportunities, but also as a way to create and to connect with other people. Now, the reason of the success of the app. Now, of course, the community. So far, I have over 100 people that's already dedicated to this idea, waiting for the result of this particular presentation. And not only that, the passion behind it. Every day I go back from school, back from work, from C-Tech internship, to see amazing people giving more than 5+ hours to either creating something or building an event for people to have a community gathering for people's enjoyment. Things like Demon Slayer or these other famous anime or entertainment titles. And of course, the progress. Already, I'm developing into AI software to build an app for testing and beta software, but also having a few of my friends and also people that I know from across the world to test in the app and also get people from word of mouth. Now, of course, let's talk about the target market. We're looking towards for freelancers, creators, and communities of interest, people who's of the interest of meeting other people, having interest of building something from new or from existing organizations or even from interests. And not only that, but also people who's looking to market to those communities and people who just want to create and connect. Now, let's create a way to connect. Thank you.
So I want to make sure I understand. So the connection, this is a platform to connect, and it doesn't necessarily matter what it is that you sell. So if I was a seamstress or a baker, I could still utilize this?
This is for graphic designers.
Just graphic designers?
Yes, it's specialized for graphic designers. It brings more convenience considering of what other businesses doing, but it brings more of uniqueness of community gathering and also development of branding.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
So this sounds to me a little bit like a mix between like Fiverr and DeviantArt maybe, or Upwork and Behance. Like, talk to me about what other platforms are out there and why somebody would choose yours over this.
Okay, so let's go to Discord. Discord is a very famous app used amongst very teenagers or either businesses and even communities such as YEABR Esports. But of course, there's a common problem is either the subscriptions or either the handling of servers, but also the invasion of bots and also AI descriptive account report system. And we have a problem with that, and I have a problem with that. So making this app, it brings more of a convenience of not only branding yourself, community gathering, but also to have economic growth of common interest through everyone.
Have you put any thought to if you would allow AI-generated graphic design on the platform and how you would embrace or not embrace that and how your community might feel about it?
Okay, so that is a very debatable topic. Considering how AI has been handled for a while now, even though how much it's grown, I plan to have a switch system. You can turn off or turn on the AI system to where people can either look or either do not look at AI, considering that some of the people that I also work with sometimes dispose AI, but some people also use it to their advantage. And that is something that I want to take a look upon. We can have interest of not having AI, but interest of using it to an advantage. So that would be a switch off and on system.
how do you regulate the users? I mean,
To regulate the users?
yeah. If there's you mentioned bots. If there's another bot that comes in
Yes.
to play, or another user that really doesn't meet the mission or is trying to sell something else, how do you regulate?
So I plan to have
register a user.
yes,
You
I plan to have a category system, meaning that if you're going to post or you're going to create something, it has to belong to a certain category. And of course, that category is going to be monitored with not only AI, but also other people that's either live, that's working with me, or myself. Now, to also add on to that question, another thing I realized that they follow a particular pattern. AIs are taught artificial intelligence, meaning that, of course, that they follow certain particular patterns that I've noticed that of either sending images or irregular emojis with their texting format, and that will be also used against them, considering I can use AI against that. So using AI to be AI, if that answers your question.
Yeah, I mean, it's really about the security, just to make sure
Yes.
that people aren't abusing the access to the other.
And that's why I want to look into cybersecurity and also cyber networking, because we want to focus on the safety of the users, considering that most of the people that I know that's doing the commissions and graphic designing are well over 14 and up, considering they even made well over $500 a month from just commissions alone. And even though they have exceptional businesses of their own, I want to make sure that through my network, they have a safety and also more way to brand themselves. Any more questions? Come on,
Okay,
give me some.
so my background is finance, and so you
yes,
are
ma'am.
speaking Spanish to me a bit, okay? And so I'm trying to track this. So is the user paying a subscription fee, or is it per post? How does it work?
Okay, thank you
How
for
are
asking. I was waiting for that. See, look, good questions over here.
Yeah.
So we have 2 subscriptions.
Okay.
One for branding and one for customization. A person don't like a average image or color decoration, mainly used upon Discord. So people will pay a big term, Nitro, a subscription to where you can customize and also give likeness to your profile. We'll be using that type of system for our advertising for customization for subscriptions, because people always love to show themselves. But also we have branding. People have a limitation of what they can post per day and even a week. But of course, through that limitation, checking out papers, it says in papers. Okay, through that limitation, they have a subscription they can buy into that can increases their quality of posting, but also have a more, I guess you could say, span of how they can promote themselves. And even, there's a third one I like to mention also. You can also pay for advertisement, meaning that if you want to advertise your work even more to get more revenue from your commissions, you can also buy into subscription to, I guess, market yourself through the app and networking. And I also plan to network through other social media apps, even though I'm also running against them. But people always will resort to the original things like Instagram, TikTok, and much more. That's all. Okay. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you.
Good job.